Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
Jerry.
I'm Linda. And Gizmo.
We're the Village's Newcomers, and today we're bringing you Mailbag Monday. It's not an ordinary morning here in this household.
No, it isn't. We're rather sleepy today.
I was awakened at about 3:45 a.m. this morning by my oldest son, who informed me that his wife is in labor.
Yay!
As they already have 4 kids. So they have 4 kids at home. She's in labor. They need help. So Linda is just about to get on an airplane, last minute, spur of the moment, and fly to help out. And we're going to miss her. So that's why we're doing this early morning version of Mailbag Monday.
Would appreciate your prayers for our safety during this time in so many ways.
That's right. She's nervous about COVID. She's going to mask up. She's probably going to double mask, maybe triple mask.
And wear gloves.
And when she gets there, she has to figure out how to get about 40 miles from the hospital to their house. But she'll figure it out. But we're going to miss her here at home. That's why we decided to rush out this edition. It's only Saturday. This is December 5th. This is for day after tomorrow, Monday,
Right.
December 7th, Mailbag Monday.
We want to thank everybody for the Christmas cards we've gotten. It's very humbling to think you're thinking about us.
They've been rolling in from basically all over. And that's so neat to see that we're reaching out to a lot of people in a lot of different places.
Yes, and we also met a couple yesterday from Louisiana, and we enjoyed some time with them. We want to thank Sharon and Mike DeBose from Louisiana, and we met them yesterday and their daughter, Allison, and they brought us a nice little care package.
Man, what a care package.
It was really nice.
We got all kind of Louisiana fixins for food now. And
snacks. And
yeah, I already ate those potato chips. They were pretty awesome, but
he didn't eat them all.
No, I'm going to though. This is going to be junk food week.
Uh-oh, yeah. He's going to be going out to eat quite a bit.
But anyway, thank you guys for the nice care package. Very thoughtful. And Travis out there in YouTube land sent us a request. He said his girlfriend, Naomi, is having a birthday, and her birthday is December 9th. So we're going to give a big shout out to Naomi. Happy birthday. Now, let's get into our Mailbag Monday questions. Mike and Sharon, the same ones with the care package, ask us the first question, and they want to know basically something that stemmed off of Al and Sandy's video that you saw, the snowbirds. They want to know if we are going to stay in this house that we are in, or if we're going to eventually move to another neighborhood. Tough question.
It is a tough question.
We love this house.
Yes, we do.
In fact, we've looked at a few other houses because we kind of like the idea of having a swimming pool. But that's a whole nother can of worms, isn't it?
Sure is.
I mean, you got pool maintenance, you got higher taxes, you probably got a bond. I don't know, but man, it just sounds good, doesn't it, to get out there and jump in your own pool. But we looked at houses, and we found some beautiful houses, but
I really love this house. I'm really attached to it.
she loves this house, and I do too. So I'm going to say no, we're not going to move, but you never really know.
Well, Arno asked us if he can get a house with 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, a fence in yard, I guess, and a golf cart garage for $450K.
$450,000 will get you absolutely a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. It'll get you that golf cart garage. You'd have a large selection. In fact, I looked it up on the Villages app, which is really a good place. We get questions about where to find houses. Look at the Villages app. Arno, there are over 100 houses that fit your needs for $450K or less, some quite a bit less, but they're not going to have that fence you want.
No, not unless you're going to be backed up to villas and you might have a brick wall. So you have to be real specific looking for that situation, and that's hard to do.
If you had a designer home that backed up to villas, you wouldn't have a fence, though. You'd have one big wall behind your house. You would not have connecting fences. Your doggy would get out.
That's true.
Tom and Sheila, like many of our viewers, want to know who we use for our lawn care. We have a separate guy that cuts it, and he cuts it, he trims it, he edges it, and he blows and cleans up afterward. That's one guy. Then there's another service that we have that sprays for weeds, sprays for insects, and fertilizes all of our stuff. And that's a different company. So multiple companies together, it's about $1,200 a year, $100 a month.
We had Becky that asked question, do grandchildren when visiting find fun things to do? And yes, there are lots of things. They can go to the pool. There are parks close by. We can rent bikes. There are lots of trails to walk on. Also during specific times of the year, during holidays, they do camp villages for the children. And Christmas time, this is finally opened up. They have a Camp Christmas now going on where you can sign up for activities. So there are lots of things to do.
And in the summer, they have a whole month full of camp villages.
Right.
We took our grandkids, I did, on a scavenger hunt, golf cart scavenger hunt. That was a lot of fun. And we can go fishing. And believe me, you can go out here and watch wildlife anytime you please. And you can play shuffleboard with them. They can play bocce. There's cornhole games. There's a lot to do. You can let them drive your golf cart.
In your
not supposed to do that.
In your neighborhood.
Man, that will light up next door, the app. That people will be ragging on you for letting your grandson drive the cart, let me tell you. But come on. It's illegal. Don't do it. Yeah. Christine asks, how many months is the humidity unbearable? 12. No, I'm just kidding. But definitely parts of June, July, August, September, part of October. Those can get very hot and humid. Not all day, always, but sometimes all day. But you know what I always say? It's not so much the heat, it's the stupidity. Jeanette sent us a major question here. I know that the villages are in 3 separate counties, she says, and that there are 3 community centers. I think you meant town squares, Jeanette.
Yeah, right.
She wants to know within that, do they all have recreation centers, etc.? That's a really tough question, and it is confusing. There are lots of neighborhoods. Every neighborhood, like she said, has a postal station. That postal station is actually at the neighborhood recreation center. So every neighborhood has its own. That's going to have a pool. It's going to have a bocce court, a shuffleboard court, maybe horseshoes or cornhole toss. Those kind of things will all be there. And I don't think we mentioned this on the last question. You can actually mail letters at your postal station, but there's a post, what do you call them? A post person?
Postmaster.
There's a post person there every day. And you got to catch them when they're there because they don't stay there all day. They come deliver your mail, put it in all the little boxes, and they're gone. But every village has one along with their pool. Then you have larger rec centers like Manatee and like Captiva and like Bradenton and like Burnshead, Brownwood, Sumter Landing, Spanish Springs, Southern Oaks. They all have multiple regional rec centers and community rec centers and family pools and sports pools and neighborhood pools. So you can always find what you need in each one of the neighborhoods.
Ed wants to know if the villages allows generators, and do the villages have natural gas lines? Well, that's kind of interesting. Some areas do have gas lines down the southern area. Southern Oaks, they have gas lines, and many of them have gas stoves. Up here where we live, there are no gas lines. However, if you want to have a generator or a gas stove, you have to get your own gas tank, or have your yard dug up and get a tank for propane.
Yeah, and some of the homes north of us do have natural gas, but our neighborhood doesn't. But yeah, you can have a generator, and in Hurricane Alley, a lot of people want one. That brings us to our next question. Richard and Eileen wrote, have you ever lost power? That's one thing about this neighborhood that we love. Everything is below ground as far as utilities go. You can sustain some very high winds without losing power. In 2 years, we have lost power one time for about an hour. And some of our neighbors say that's consistent with their experience as well. So we have lost power. We haven't lost it for an extended period. It's always possible. I think it'd be cool to have one of those big Generac or another brand of whole house generator.
And I don't even think when we were out for that hour, it was during a storm. I think it was just something that had to do with the
Automobile wreck, maybe.
A wreck or something. It didn't have to do with weather.
And maybe hit a above ground transformer over in Wildwood or something.
I think that was the case. Gerard asked if there are any doctors or healthcare facility that we recommend.
We like the doctors here. We like the healthcare we've received here. Boy, if you read next door, you're going to hear other people that don't like it and have had
bad experiences
in their mind, because some people are really hard to please. and maybe they have had a bad experience. We have not. We don't recommend doctors. If we get to know people, we'll tell them who we have and our experience with them. But we just don't go out willy-nilly and recommend doctors to people, because your situations are all different than ours. We like our doctor, our primary care doctor. We almost need a translator to talk to him.
He's from India.
Yeah, he's a very good doctor.
But I did like the fact that our doctor has 7 different locations, and he's also affiliated with an urgent care. I know it said there's 7 locations.
But he can. It's impossible for him to go to all 7 locations.
No, he has a team of like 30 people.
Well, I don't want to see his team. I want to see my doctor.
Yeah, well, your doctor only goes to 2 of those places.
That's the one. We have to go to two different places. But yeah, we like the health care so far. And we've been through some pretty serious stuff. Remember her stroke and then her little heart operation? So
yeah, they were great.
Yeah, so far so good. Thanks for all the great questions. We hope that our answers helped you. If you want to email us questions, you can email them to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com. If you prefer the old-fashioned snail mail, you can send it to Post Office Box. Let's start when you give them the name. Send it to The Villages Newcomers, Post Office Box 888, Fruitland Park, Florida 34731. And then they'll deliver that right to our little postal station. And we'll try to answer as many as we can. Boy, it's getting to be a burden, I got to tell you.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of mail to answer. We enjoy hearing from you. If I don't get back to you, I do most of it. Got to admit.
He does.
Got to admit.
I do most of the cooking and cleaning around here, though.
You and McDonald's.
Oh, there's a stab.
No, she's a great cook. Fantastic cook. I can't say enough about her cooking. But
yeah, he does answer all the emails, about 99% of them. So
they're getting stacked up, and sometimes I apologize. It can be 40 emails down, and I didn't get to one, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If I do, it's nothing personal. It's not an intended slight. Just write me again, and I'll
say, hey, you forgot about me.
Well, that's going to do it for Mailbag Monday. We had a good week here, and now we're going to get into another exciting week.
He's going to be lonely.
I'm going to be lonely.
He'll have Gizmo. Gizmo's going to be lonely. That's for sure. He's going to miss me. Well, until next time.
I'll see you when you get back. And I'll see you when you get here.